yogis, my name is Nadine Bazan, and I will be leading you through a 30-minute class. This class is designed to sort of carve out a space of peace for you. If you've ever felt out of sorts, or maybe slightly irritable or frustrated, or maybe it's just been one of those days where things have been a bit more challenging than usual, this class is designed to help you find a little bit of nirvana just simply by breathing and moving. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to get started with a little bit of breath work. So find a comfortable seat, and if it's really hard for you to sit upright like this, you can extend your legs out, just gently sort of bringing them out in front of you, just trying your best to keep a tall, natural spine. But if it's okay to bring your legs into a crisscross applesauce position, go ahead and find that, and let your hands just rest at your lap. Maybe shake out your shoulders a bit, roll out your head, stretch your neck, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes. And start by just taking a deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale out through your mouth. Perfect. Do that one more time. Just deep breath in through your nose, and exhale out through your mouth. And now just try to breathe in and out of your nose as clearly and as smoothly as you can. Relax your shoulders. And unclench your jaw. And just notice the rising and falling of your chest as you breathe here. And this next moment, yogis, internally just scan yourself. Check in, see how you're feeling. And for a moment, just ask yourself, how do I feel right now? Without any judgment, without any criticism, just check in. Observe. Perfect. And then take a deep, spacious breath into that feeling. Just big, big breath here. And we're going to exhale it out through the mouth. Perfect. Start to blink your eyes open, and we will start our practice from here. Go ahead and come into a tabletop position, so just all fours. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll start by just taking a couple of cat-cow just to heat up our spine. So you want to make sure the belly is somewhat toned. So think navel to spine, and we're going to draw the chest forward. So just moving shoulders back, belly down. Inhale here. Nice, and then exhale, round through your spine for cat. Nice, again, inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Nice, exhale, and round. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Go ahead and level out your spine so you're just back in a neutral tabletop position. And from here, we'll start a little bit of balancing just to wake up the body a little bit. So stepping the left toes back behind you, legs strong. Just start to hover your right arm away from the ground and keep your gaze and your chest somewhat forward. Take a breath. And as you exhale, if it feels okay here, maybe lift the left toes up away from the ground so there's just a little bit of balancing happening in the body. Another deep breath. Perfect, and then exhale, gently float everything back down. Perfect. Step your right toes back. And just push down into the ball of the foot and then start to extend that left arm just out in front of you. Again, keeping your chest spacious. Relax your jaw. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Let everything float back to the ground. If you need to move your hips side to side just to loosen up, now's a good time. And then keeping palms really wide again, we're going to tuck the toes and lift up into downward facing dog. And so a lot of times here I like to pedal out my legs, maybe move my hips side to side, just starting to wake up the body, work into these stretches gently. Perfect. Bring your chin up towards your chest, and then just take your head to the right. Deep breath in, and then exhale, look to your left. Perfect. Come back to center with your head, and then just gently drop back down to your knees. Perfect. 5 more cat-cow. So inhale, we'll bring the chest forward. And exhale, round it out. Nice. Inhale, bring the chest forward. And exhale, round it out. One more this time. Inhale, bring the chest forward. And exhale, round it out. Please go ahead and neutralize your spine again. And then working with that balance a little bit more, we just want to create a tiny bit of heat in the body. So stepping the left toes back, reach that right arm out in front of you. Inhale, lift the leg. And keeping your gaze either down or just out right towards where your fingers are, we'll start to contract right knee, left elbow, squeeze for 1. Nice. Inhale again, extend. Exhale in 2. One more like that. Inhale, just reaching and stretching through both the arm and the leg. Exhale, contract, squeeze everything in, and then let it go. Pad your hands, shake out your hips, whatever it is that you need. And then step your right foot back behind you. And left arm floats forward. Inhale, lift the leg to hover, and then exhale, we'll pull elbow to knee. Nice. Inhale again. And exhale, squeeze. So there's this sensation that with every exhale, we're just eliminating what no longer serves us right in this moment. Exhale. Perfect. Let everything float back to the ground. Shake out your hips, loosen up your shoulders, and then when you're ready, back into downward facing dog. So we're going to tuck the toes and lift the tail. And remember here, the wider your feet are, the more supported you're going to feel. The more you bend your knees, the easier this is. Okay? So just find a place that really speaks to your body. And then looking forward at where the hands are, just start this journey up to the top of your mat. So whether you're walking or stepping, we'll meet at the top of the mat, bringing hands to the shin bones, lengthening out, halfway lift. Deep breath in. And then exhale, fold into your legs, bend your knees, relax your head. Think chin into chest. And then on the inhale, go ahead and reach the arms up into mountain. Just a big stretch up to the sky. And then bring your hands to a comfortable position, either at your heart or just gently by your sides. Nice. Feel into your feet. Just loosen everything up. Try not to lock your knees if you can. And I'll just take a couple of salutations to warm the body up. So reaching the arms up to the sky. Deep breath in here. Nice. Exhale, forward fold into your legs, really slow, maybe bending the knees. Inhale, take that halfway lift, hands to the shin bones or lower. And then exhale, plant your palms and step back one leg at a time into plank position. Nice. From plank, just drop your knees down gently and then lower belly and chest and just keep your chin hovering. Squeeze elbows into the ribs, reach back through your toes, lift those kneecaps, come up into cobra. Inhale. Nice, and exhale, release. So we really want breath to take the center stage here, because breath is going to help bring us back down into this place of just calmness. And so taking your hands a little wider, either onto your fingertips or flatten the palms, we're going to take a bit cobra. So inhale, lifting up, deep breath in. Nice, push your heart forward. And then exhale, release back to the earth. Nice, gather the hands right next to your chest. And then gently pull your body back up into tabletop position. Now from here, keeping your thighs together, pushing down into the heel of the hands, go ahead and round the spine as if you were going into child's pose. Just a nice long stretch. And then inhale, shift your body weight forward back into tabletop, and we'll re-enter downward facing dog. Deep breath out here. Again, pedal the legs, maybe keep the knees bent. If it starts to feel okay to straighten your legs, go ahead and do that, but just don't force anything. And then looking forward in between your hands, step up with your non-dominant side. So just trying to switch things up a bit. We'll come into halfway lift again. Inhale, lengthening the spine forward. Exhale, bow, fold, look within. And then reach those arms up into mountain. Big spacious breath into the lungs. Exhale, find a center that speaks to you. Perfect. The last one. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Nice. Take a halfway lift, lengthen. And then exhale as you fold, plant the hands, and step back, push-up position. Nice. Once you're in that push-up position, go ahead and gently drop your knees down, lower belly, lower the chest, keep the chin hovering, reach back through both legs, both feet, and inhale, cobra, deep breath in. Right, pushing that heart forward, relax your shoulders, exhale, release. And then we'll take our hands one step wider, so just going up almost to the edges of your mat, and inhale for a wild cobra. Just a bit spacious stretch, really, really big, beautiful hearts here. And then exhale, release back to the earth. Awesome, gather your hands, lift back up, tabletop position, and just that tap back into child's pose. So we're not here for too terribly long, but we want to enjoy the stretch of the spine. Maybe move a bit side to side. Nice, drift your body forward back into tabletop, and then exhale, re-enter downward facing dog. Nice, take a deep breath in through your nose. Slow exhale out through the nose. Please lift your right leg up to the sky, just a nice long stretch up. We're going to bend the right knee so that the right heel kind of comes towards the left hip bone. And just draw one big circle with your right knee. Perfect. And then float that right leg back down. Nice, take the left leg up, inhale, long breath in. Exhale, knee bends, hip opens. We turn a little to the left, and it's just one big circle. Perfect. Let your left foot float back down, and then bring your body back down into hands and knees. Use a bit of that hip mobility we made and swing right foot forward in between the hands. Nice, from here, come on up onto your right thigh bone. So just peeling the chest away from that right thigh bone. Go ahead and find this isolated, sort of isometric position in the body. So just upright. We're going to interlace the fingers and place the palms on top of your right thigh bone. Now, if at any time your left knee starts to feel weird, you can place a blanket, or you can fold your mat to support the weight of the knee. So it's up to you, whatever works. We're going to interlace the fingers, and then just start to push back a little bit so that you have this really proud chest. And then pushing those hands into the thigh bones, gently start to slide forward. Try not to grit your teeth. Nice, inhale, push it back. And then exhale, glide it forward. Perfect. Release your hands to the ground, please. And then just drive your hips back. Lift your right toes up to the sky. And maybe keep the knee bent here if that's a bit more comfortable. If you can wiggle the heel forward a bit to straighten the leg, go ahead and do that. And then lean the chest down into that thigh bone. You notice I'm on fingertips, but you can also flatten your hands if that's a bit preferable. Nice, bring that right foot forward. Tuck your back left toes. And then step back into a push-up position. And Nice, from that push-up position, go ahead and drop knees, belly, chest, and then keeping chin and face lifted, we'll take our hands and either reach them back behind you. If you can interlace your fingers here, go ahead and do that. And just gently peel the chest and the legs up simultaneously while you reach the hands back. You want this to be minimal effort, so I think that you could breathe here for a while. Another inhale. Nice, and then exhale, release the hands, gently gather your body back up. Back into tabletop position. Nice, swing that left leg forward. So think about those hip circles, right? You want to swing that left foot forward. Come up onto the thigh bone, interlace the fingers. And we want to find that nice, long, tall spine to start. And then exhale, push the thigh away as you glide everything forward, lifting the chest up towards the sky. Nice, again, inhale, just a very gradual encouragement of this stretch. Exhale. Perfect. Inhale, lift up, and then release the hands to the ground for runner stretch. Hips reach back, toes up to the sky. Maybe wiggle your heel forward to straighten the leg, and then inhale, just lifting everything up. Use the exhale to stretch and lean in. Nice, bring your body forward, left foot flattens. Plant the hands firmly and tucking the back right toes, step back here into plank pose. Once you have your plank, drop your knees, drop your belly, your chest, and prepare for locust pose. So unsticking the legs, reaching arms back, interlace if possible, inhale. Remember, minimal effort here. Just wanting to tune into that breath, to that little slice of peace that we're creating for ourselves. One more deep breath. And then exhale, release the hands, gather the body. And then this time, take your knees really wide, and we're just going to sit back into child's pose for a moment. So think big toes together, knees nice and wide, and just sit back, really stretching into those hips. Extending your arms forward, go ahead and bring your hands together, either interlacing or in a prayer-like position. We're going to bend into the elbows first, and then walk the elbows forward slightly, adding a tricep stretch. So hands can come either behind the head, or you can just keep them hovering just right in front of the head. Perfect, release. Plant your hands, lift your body up, and get into a little bit of standing now. So coming back into downward facing dog, we'll lift that right leg up to the sky, inhale. Knee bends, hip opens, one big circle. Nice, right leg floats back down. Left leg up, inhale. Knee bends, hip opens, one big circle. Nice, left leg back down. And then gliding forward back into tabletop, we'll step right foot forward between the hands. Nice, tuck the back left toes. And plant your left foot down into warrior two position. We'll windmill the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, sit nice and long. Perfect. If at any time your arms get tired, just retract the elbows into the ribs, re-lunge and re-extend the arms. Perfect. Take a deep breath. And then bringing the left hand towards the left thigh bone, tilt the right arm up, reversed warrior. Awesome. Let your head relax, let your chest lift. Perfect. Exhale. Begin to straighten your right leg and extend the arms back out at a T. Push the left hip back behind you, reach forward through the right arm, and come down into triangle pose. Now, first, you'll probably put a lot of weight onto that shin bone, but try your best here to just pull some of the weight into the core so you're not as heavy in that bottom arm. Stay with your breath. Maybe push your chest forward a little bit more. Perfect, and then exhale, bend into your right knee and gently drop your left kneecap to the earth. Awesome. Come into lizard pose. So you're going to walk your right foot out to the right and just planting both hands inside of that instep area of your foot. We're just going to really stretch into the hips here. Try to drag your chest forward. Again, relax the jaw. Perfect. And then to get out of this, we'll tuck through the left toes. Maybe walk your right foot in a bit and then step back into plank. Once you have that plank, we push back downward facing dog. Nice long breath in. Slow breath out. Left leg lifts when you're ready. Knee bends, hip opens in one big circle. Nice, left leg floats back down. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee bends, hip opens, one big circle. Right leg down. Inhale, shift forward, tabletop. And left foot in between the hands. Perfect. Tuck into your back right toes. Lift the kneecap from the ground and get ready for that warrior two position. So right foot anchors, we're going to windmill those arms up. Exhale, sit nice and low. Remember, anytime you can retract arms back into the ribs, and we're just going to re-extend out. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior, right arm down, left arm up to the sky. Soften the face, the back of the skull. Keep your chest lifted just by simply reaching those left fingers up. Now straighten the left leg and just bring your arms out at a T. Draw the right hip back. Reach forward through your left arm and then gently let everything sort of waterfall down. Awesome. Maybe look up to the right thumb. And just thinking that we want the weight more situated in the core, not so much that bottom arm. Take a breath, exhale, bend into your left knee, and then gently bring everything back to earth. Nice, walk your left foot out to the left a bit for lizard lunge. Drag your chest forward. Soften through the face. Nice, and then begin to tuck your back right toes. Maybe walk your left foot in a little and step back plank position. From that plank, acknowledging the breath, exhaling back into downward facing dog. Perfect. From here, gently come down to your knees and then make your way down to seated position, however that works for you. Bring your legs out in front and bringing right foot over left leg. We'll take the left arm and just hook that left eye of the elbow over the right shin bone. If that's too much, you can always just use the hand. And we're going to turn, keeping those left toes pointed upwards. Turn to your right hand, kind of helping you in this twist. Perfect, exhale, release. Right leg untangles, left foot steps over the right leg, right toes flex, and then again just hooking left thigh in towards your belly, turn to the left. Keep your spine as tall as you can. Perfect, and then let that go. Untangle both of your legs. And then scooting down just to the middle of the mat, we're going to come on down to our backs. Pull your knees into your chest and just start to massage the spine a bit side to side. Perfect. Take the bottoms of your feet and turn them to face the ceiling. And then taking your legs kind of wide so that the knees are somewhat outside of the body, take your hands and either reach for the shin bones, the ankles, or the outer edges of the feet. Happy baby. And a lot of times it feels really nice to rock a bit side to side. Just relax your shoulders. Keeping a steady and even breath. Perfect. Release both feet to the ground, keep the kneecaps pointed up, and then like windshield wipers, we're just going to take the knees to the right, and then to the left. Perfect, again to the right. And then to the left. Nice, bring your knees back to center, feet flat, and then let the knees fall away from each other. Bring the feet together like two bookends. And then placing left hand just at your chest, right hand to your belly. We'll close the eyes here and just breathe. Right, again, noticing that rising and falling of your chest and your belly. And just this reminder that no matter what's going on in our lives, what's happening in our day-to-day, we can always return to our breath, right? Our breath can always transform our response to the chaos. Just knowing that we have this bit of peace inside of us, no matter what, at any time we can call upon it. Excellent. Bring your knees, your legs back in together gently. And just walking your feet out towards the edges of your mat. Just let your knees knock into touch and just countering that pretty intense inner thigh and hip stretch. From here, yogis, gently start to extend one leg out at a time. And then reaching through your legs and out through your arms. Just a couple of minutes here in your Shavasana. Just stretching. And then exhaling, eyes closed, or just a bit of peaceful breath. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, just gently start to stretch out your feet, your hands, your fingers, your toes. And if you have more time to lie back and take a longer Shavasana, please do. But if you're short on time, just start to roll your bodies over. Lift yourself up. And just find a comfortable seated position. And maybe now things feel a little different. Sit nice and tall. We'll seal this practice off with immense gratitude for you and for everything that you do every single day. My deepest gratitude to all of you yogis. Namaste.